Python can store different kinds of data, and one of the most important categories is numbers. In today's lesson, we will break down Python's numeric data types step by step so that you can start writing your code that works with number right away. Hello learners, welcome to your learning hub, the Learning Loop. I am Swati Sharma and this is the 8th video of my beginner friendly Python Go series. If you're joining me for the first time, thank you for dropping by. And if you haven't checked out my previous videos yet, I will highly recommend you to go back and check those out so that you are all caught up. Today, we are starting a brand new section, data types. And in this video, we will cover the very first category, numeric data types. So, without a further ado, let's dive in. Before we dive into numeric data types, let's understand what is a data type. Simply put, a data type tells Python what kind of value we are working with. Is it a text? Is it a number? Or is it a list of items? Python uses data types to decide what we can or cannot do with the value. There are many data types in Python and we will cover them one by one in our upcoming videos. But today, let's start with the numeric types. Numeric data types are exactly what they sound like, numbers. And Python supports three main numeric data types, integers, floats, and complex numbers. Integers are presented as whole numbers like 2, -7, 20, 25, anything that does not have a decimal part to it. For example, counting apples, counting number of people, or if you want to maintain an index, anything like that would be presented using integers. Floats are numbers with decimals or are even written in scientific notation. Examples are 3.14, 2.5, even 1e3, which is 10 raised to power 3 or even 1000. So you can have that scientific notation that is 1e3. You can present it like 1e3 as well, and that's scientific notation, and that is categorized as floats. These are great for measurements, real world data, or percentages. Anything that has a decimal part to it would be floats. Complex numbers are the numbers where the numbers are presented with the imaginary part. Now, the imaginary part is presented as j. The complex numbers would be written as like 2 plus 3j, where 3j is the imaginary part. The learners who are not from the math background and would like to know more about complex numbers, please drop a comment below and can drop a short video on complex numbers for your better understanding. However, the complex numbers are not really used by beginners, but they are very, very useful in engineering or any scientific calculations. One more quick thing before we move on is Python is dynamically typed, which is one of the features of Python as well, which means that you do not need to tell what type a variable should be. Python figures it out based on the value that you assign to the variable. Let's understand that with an example. Okay, I'll take the variable x and I'll assign the value 10. And I am going to run this line. The cursor is on this line and this is one whole block of code. So I do not need to do the selection and run it. I can directly run it from here. You can also select the whole code and run it. Both will work. So I run it and you can see in the variable explorer that x has been assigned a value of int. And I have not given any instruction to variable x that it should be int or float or complex number, anything. It has dynamically assigned the type to this particular variable, which is integer. That's int. You can also use print and a type command to check the type of a variable. So I'm going to use this command that is print type x and I'm going to run it. And you can see here, I'll bring this up here, that it shows the class as int. So you can use any method. In Spider, we can see the type directly in the variable explorer. So mostly I will be using that. But if you're not using Spider, you're using any other IDE and you don't see the data type, you can use this command, that's print type X, to check what is the type of variable. Now let's say I assign a decimal number to it, like X is equal to 2.5. And yes, it will replace the value. So it will take the very immediate value of X. So if I run it, now you see the value of X is 2.5. Or even if you write print, I'm sorry, X, and you can see the value it shows is 2.5. And you can see the type has been changed to float automatically. I do not have to change it or do anything, which makes it very easy to use Python. And let's try with the last example, that is 2 plus 3j. And I will also do print X. And I'm just going to select the whole code so that both lines are running at the same time and I get the result directly. And you can see the X has been assigned the value 2 plus 3j. You can see it here. And now you can see the type has been changed to complex. So at any point, I never told Python which data type the variable X should be. As I am assigning the values, Python is automatically assigning the data type as per what value I have in that variable. See how the same variable X changes the type depending on what value we store inside. This is what makes Python very flexible. Now let's quickly recap what we have learned today. By the end of this video, now you're aware what are data types. We also went through the very first category of data types, that's numeric data types, and we learned 3 types: in, floats, and complex numbers. We also learned that Python is a dynamically typed language, that you do not have to declare the data type manually to tell what type of value we are going to store in a variable. Before we wrap up, I would also like to cover what we are going to cover in my next upcoming videos. In the very next video, we are going to cover text or string and the Boolean data types. And once we have learned about text, Boolean data types, we will be going over the sequence data types. And once we have covered the sequence data types, we will go over the set data types. That's it for today, guys. If you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in next video. Till then, happy coding.